Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology. And there's a lot of good news this week. It's quite interesting. Thankfully, Mercury, the planet of communication, has finally come out of retro shadow. What does that mean? Well, when Mercury goes direct, things ease. But right now, there's going to be so much more clarity. On top of that, we have Venus, the planet of love, going into Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is all about intensity and fiercely loving. It's about revelation, diving into the darkness, diving into the taboo. You know, all those primal feelings we have about life, death, rebirth, sex, obsession, desire. That's the flavour of love over the coming few weeks. Now, Venus, she is no lightweight. People often talk about Venus as she's beauty, she's harmony. But think about love. Love is fierce. When we truly love, we become fearless in situations that might demand it. You know, Venus isn't wishy-washy. So this is a very, very powerful time. And also, Venus in Scorpio is teaching us how to love ourselves. Anyway, on top of that, we have the sun going into Sagittarius. There's an awakening of our desire for adventure, our desire to explore, to gallop towards new horizons. It's quite an exciting week. Here's your weekly astrology. Aries! This week, there is so much going on. And a lot of it is about you understanding your worth. I know that you are a powerful Aries and you're really good at projecting confidence and being strong and impulsive. But right now, it's time to dig deeper. All of the cosmos is saying it's time to dive in and really value yourself on a deeper level. In your relationships, your friendships, and in your workplace, do you feel that you're being valued and respected? And if not, I'm not saying go in all guns blazing in Aries style. In fact, I'm saying the opposite. It's about quietly, lovingly, deeply knowing your worth. And that energy that's suggesting that you look into your intimate relationships to bring about a bit more equality is Venus squaring Jupiter at the beginning of the week. Now, Venus is the planet of love, and that's in your relationship zone, actually. So you are intent on creating harmony wherever you go. But this opposition, now, Jupiter always brings good fortune, as I'm often saying, is saying to you, come on now, you are worthy, you are lovable, you are fabulous. If there is stuff in yourself that you need to change, if there's any self-hatred going on, anything in yourself that you do that makes you kind of have a contentious relationship with yourself, then now's the time to work on it this week. Communication is very clear with Mercury going direct. And we also have Venus squaring Saturn. So if you start at the beginning of the week, on the 16th, you go into this week going, right, I'm going to work on this. You should find it's not so tricky by the time we get to around the 19th, because that's when there's this square, and it's about commitment and responsibility and people kind of, you know, having potentially a power struggle about, you know, equality in relationships, and about who's the boss, and about pinning down what you should and shouldn't be doing. And I'm an Aries too. We don't like to be controlled, but also we're not always our own best friend. We sometimes do things and then think, I shouldn't have done that. Oops, because we're so impulsive. So like work on that. And with Mercury completely out of shadow, you should get all the information you need from within, because it's in the position of deep research, being a psychic detective in your life this week, and going in to look at what deep things inside ourselves we need to change, but also not putting up with any crap from people who are disrespecting us on a fundamental level. But it's about being clever. Mercury at the moment is not in an outgoing position. It's in the position of, right, I'm going to watch. And sometimes that's the most powerful thing to do. Very difficult for us Aries, I know. Then we have Venus going into a similar vibe. Now, as I say, Venus is fierce. Venus is about love, and love it, as we know, I'm sure as you found out in life, love is not, you know, all puppy dogs and rainbows. Love is challenging. It's there for us to evolve, to grow, to transform. And Venus going into that position, number one, it can be quite frisky, quite naughty, quite intense. It can bring about secret affairs. It can unleash wild desires. But the best of it is if we dive in and explore what our needs are, what are we ignoring about what we need, and also uncovering secrets. There should be a lot of secrets uncovered this week anyway. There are things rising to the surface that have been hidden before. So there's a lot of intrigue to this week. Then the sun goes into Sagittarius, which is great for us because it's a fellow fire sign. And don't forget, we've now got Mars going direct. So we're like, yeah, power. But with the sun in Sagittarius, we're like, yeah, baby, let's have an adventure. There's all this energy that makes us see the world again and see our potential and want to break through and explore and express our unique self. And we're also looking for frisky pals and people that inspire us, that can tell us stories we haven't heard before, can talk about life experiences that we didn't know. We're hungry for the new coming up. But most importantly, we must do the work at the beginning of the week. Otherwise, there's all this bullshit about power struggles and not feeling worthy. And we're terrible when we feel that we're not loved or we're unlovable or we're not loving ourselves. That is the worst for us, Aries. We're at our best when everything is simple and that we can believe in and trust the people around us. So a lot of that work begins with the work we do on ourselves. Anyway, my darlings, it's a dark, mysterious, intense week, but it doesn't have to be problematic. It can be empowering and liberating if we do the work. And let us see what the tarot has to say. Sorry that you didn't get it last week, but here it is this week. Let's pull 3 cards to give us the vibe of the week. Aries, my darling. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Let us see. You may be in doubt about something. Now, don't worry about that. You know, I mean, most people, they live in doubt. They can live with it. They can live with indecision. We like to decide, boom, boom, shakalaka, boom, 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 right now. You know, in fact, often we can jump in to make a decision just because we need the energy to flow. Sit with this week and wait for things to reveal themselves before you make a decision. Don't make a decision blindfold. The 2 of Swords. Then we've got the 9 of Pentacles. There's an opportunity this week to feel empowered, to feel that you're not only succeeding externally, but you're succeeding within yourself, that you feel not overruled by the desire to achieve, but you're comfortable in who you are and what you're building up and also how far you've come. And no doubt you've come a long way, baby, through this tricky year. And finally, the Page of Cups. So that you're going through a rebirth, an emotional rebirth. And oh my goodness, the energy of that Jupiter and Pluto conjunction last week was a rebirth. No question about that. We also had the new moon last week. And now the time has come to be reborn, and to be reborn excited and thrilled and open emotionally to everything. This is such a beautiful card. And actually this is us at our best, because fundamentally Aries are very innocent, very curious, and very open. So, you know, you're coming out of that cocoon and your butterfly wings are spreading this week. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
MicheleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who, they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics. So surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2 or 3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.